feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brought down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. And that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but
and he's going to be safe back on his side of the field at the 44. T.J. Watt. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. A quick pass to Cup. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that one results in 35 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Xavier Rhodes, the quarterback, there in coverage.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 76 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Intended for Austin Hooper. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
3rd and 4.
Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Haskins sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Haskins. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 14. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now Haskins on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Haskins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On first down, it's Haskins. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Haskins back to the air. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. coming right. This is Chubb on the toss. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A pickup of 2 yards. And
a toss play to Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have retaken the lead. And the lead is now 2.
The kick is good. Makes the score Browns 16. Steelers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the gun, it's Haskins. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
His kick is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 2.
21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The 45-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
On the coverage.
To throw again, Haskins. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I tell you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
At the 11-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and it's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell on board.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They run. Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On the coverage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt. And that will force a turnover on downs. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Extra point.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
15-yard line.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins got some room at the 30. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31.
31-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Haskins. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
21
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cordero Patterson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cooper Kupp with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Haskins going to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Haskins. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Michael Pittman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns get a score closer. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Steelers 56. Browns.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. On 1st and 10, Haskins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, Haskins. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up second down.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
29 is Mike 29.
Throwing again. Haskins. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
For a Pittsburgh.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Haskins looking for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Michael Thomas, 27 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Steelers 63.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Mayfield's pass.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Desmond King picks it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd down and 10.
Mike 29. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 37.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking long for Thomas. He's got a man. Complete. 30. The 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 86 yards. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. Operating from the gun. Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A first down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield.